Hello students, welcome to the series on marketing and retail business. Today we are going to study retail management. In this we will cover unit 4 and we will study types of CRM. CRM is customer relationship management. Now let's see the objective of this study. The objective of this study is to do an analysis of the types of CRM and the functions of various types of CRM. Let's first study the types of customer relationship management, that is CRM. First we have the operational CRM, then we have the analytical CRM, and then we have the collaborative CRM. So there are three types of CRM which work at operational level, analytical level, and they work at a collaborative level to serve the customers. First, let's study the concept of operational CRM. Operational CRM provides electronic support for all business processes like customer contact, sales, marketing and service, and business operation and processes. So, what is operational CRM? Operational CRM basically relates to the concept of managing operations in any business firm, which is managed through the call centers where customer contact, where sales issues, where marketing and public relations are maintained. This is the individualized and customized support given to each customer so that his complaint and his grievances are heard. Now let's study the business benefits of operational advantages. The business benefits relate to it creates a 360-degree aspect of each customer. Employees can access information of all customers to build better interaction. It builds customized relation to build efficient marketing, sales and service. So what are the business benefits? They basically include the advantage of getting a 360-degree feedback, that is you can know everything what is the customers are complaining about, where they are feeling satisfied, how they are managing the products so that they can purchase it in an easy way. Everything about the customer is recorded. The employees can access and contact each customer through any point. So, you have access to each customer from different multi-channel level, that is you can contact the customers through websites, you can connect the customers through face-to-face interaction, you have call centers to manage the interactions, and it basically helps you to build a relationship which can support marketing and sales function. Now let's study the components of operational CRM. The basic components of operational CRM are Salesforce automation, that is SFA. We have the enterprise marketing automation, EMA, and we have customer service and support, that is CSS. So, Salesforce automation and enterprise automation, they are the softwares which build the processes in an efficient way. The customer support center also operates with a kind of a telephonic and a database support to connect with the customers in an easy way which is customized to the needs of the customers. Now let's first study Salesforce automation, that is SFA. The basic functions of SMA are account management, contact management, quota management, forecasting, customer preference tracking, and there is a need for well designed database. So what is SFA? SFA is the Salesforce automation. Now the sales team which is operating in the organizations are not tapping the door to door customers in physical terms, but the total call history of the customer is recorded online, and through the telephonic conversation and through the web interaction the sales team connects with the customers, tries to understand what they want, takes the orders online and keeps a track of their preferences, keeps the track of the changing perceptions of the customers. What is demanded, what is required is generally tracked and listened in an easy way. So, most of the functions of the Salesforce team have become automated, they have become data based and they have become mobile based or website based. So, through gadgets and technologies we are even connecting to the remote customers, we are understanding their preferences and we are trying to tailor the business needs according to their preferences and the options. Then is the enterprise marketing, that is enterprise marketing automation, EMA, basically helps in building connection with competitors and trends. The data mining and technologies can create better customized marketing programs. Now, EMA basically enterprise marketing support system is to automate the organizations and functions in such a way that standardized processes and standardized connections are available through websites. Here, any customer can come and upload the information. After uploading the information, the sales team basically analyzes the information and tries to connect with the customers. The relationship is customized because the data is stored, the data is filtered, and the data is classified according to the needs of the customers. Now let's study the customer service and support, that is CSS. CSS automates service request, complaints, product returns, information request. The call center support interaction with the customer is important. The CSS technology is database oriented and is underpinned by service level agreements, that is SLAs. Now, what is customer support center? Basically, here you give a request to the call centers, the complaints are managed. There are employees who would track your complaints and would give you online solutions. And if solutions are not there, they give you the customized support in order to solve whatever grievances you have. You basically have the kind of the information which is required is given to the customers on timely basis, and the call center support basically builds an interaction with customers on individual basis. And this is the service level agreements are also built up because whatever you are able to give, it has to be written, and both the customer and the company come together to sign a SLAS. And after that we proceed, because with the kind of the automation of the gadgets and the technology, it is still important because services are too abstract base. So we need to understand that is what is the level and what is the depth of your interaction with the customers, till which level you can look after the customer. To look after the customer is also investment oriented and money oriented. So companies try to come into a contract that what is the level of service and what is the support they are able to give the customers on timely basis. Service level agreements. The service level agreement is a contract with a customer to define the level of service to be provided, to eliminate unrealistic expectations, to build management of complaints, and to facilitate performance monitoring. We basically have service level contracts because it is we have to limit the expectations of the customers. If a customer has purchased a product today, it is not mandatory for companies to look after the customers for next 10 years. You can give a warranty and a guarantee of 6 months or 1 year. So this is the level where the companies are going to look after your products and the services needed to upgrade the systems. But after that, the company can look after the customers only on payment basis. So we come to a kind of a service agreement because we don't want to upgrade the expectations of the customers, and we need to come into a contract where we try to monitor the performance of the products in such a way that the customers have a kind of a quality satisfaction with the services and the requirements of the products. Then is setting expectation. Customers are happy when supplier under promises and over delivers. When supplier delivers the correct order on time, supplier routinely exceeds the expectation. Now we have to set up the expectations of the customers. The customer will be happy if you have generally delivered the product beyond his expectations, or if you have not promised but you give something extra, or you try to connect the order with the timely delivery and the quality specification. That is also a kind of a satisfaction given to the customers. But the expectations of the customers need to be limited, because otherwise if you over promise and under deliver, then this can lead to dissatisfaction and frustrations of customers, which will be very difficult to be handled, because then the kind of the hatred and the abuse which comes on the social media is difficult to be managed. So we need to look after the customers in such a way that their expectations are defined in such a way that companies can give what they are expecting. Now let's study complaints. A complaint can be viewed as a useful measure of performance and a guidance for improving quality. This is an opportunity to increase customer loyalty. It is expert handling of complaints can increase customer loyalty. See, what is complaint? Complaint is an issue where the customer is not satisfied with the service. He needs a support from the service staff because he has a problem regarding service, or he needs a demonstration regarding service, or he needs that some issue needs to be satisfied. So if complaints are handled, the customers become happy, and if complaints are not resolved, it may happen that the companies may lose credibility, the brand value can reduce, and also a dissatisfied customer will convey negative information to the market. Handling complaints. Complaints can be handled electronically in a systematic way by a good CRM system. Usually, a response includes an apology and an assurance. Sometimes services go wrong because a mishap happens, or sometimes services go wrong because some kind of system failed. So, the companies need to respond to the customer frustration immediately. Apology has to be taken or response has to be given in terms of alternative support, so that the customer can forget the kind of pain which was delivered through the service failure. So, it is important that we look into the customers where they are facing the problems. If a customer is going to a hotel and if the taps are not working in the bathroom, so it is important for management to take this complaint, and maybe a repair is done immediately or the room of the customer is changed. So whatever solution you give to the customer, it has to be immediate and fast, so that the customer is not in trouble. Now let's study performance monitoring. Ability to produce performance exception reports leading to the possibility of target marketing is to reduce the churn. It is identification of problem areas leading to the possibility of quality improvement. So what is performance monitoring is, we have set the standards for the services to be delivered. Now we have to do a process performance, so that any failure in the service in process would result into dissatisfaction. So each process has to be controlled and standardized, so that the customers basically get services as desired. Now let's study analytical CRM. What is the basic objective and the goal of analytical CRM? To analyze the needs of customers and increase the options for cross selling and upselling is the goal of analytical CRM. The aim is to increase the average revenue per user. Now, what is analytical CRM? CRM is a kind of a software supported system where we try to take the data of all the customers. This data is filtered and segregated. The premium customers become important for all companies. These customers are important because these customer data can help you to design products and services which these already existing customers can buy. So, cross selling is, if you want to sell complementary services, these could be sold to the customers, or if you want to sell the services required upgraded aspects or quality aspects, the customer is the base by which you can generally upgrade the services. The average revenue per customer, if it is increased, that is, if the customer initially was spending 1000 rupees, now he is ready to spend 5000 with your company, it is a kind of a result of the good quality analytical CRM, because whatever he is needing, you are providing. See, suppose if a customer is coming for gym services, so he may be needing protein, he may be needing drinks, or he may also be needing a cup of coffee and the other clothes or other accessories required to function in the gym. So, we can create a rack of services which can cater to these needs. So, this would relate to the cross selling and to the upselling of all the facilities required in the gym. So, the customer can pay for all these aspects also and contribute to the more revenue to the gym holder. Now, let's study the benefits to the business. It creates effective segmentation of customers, it builds customized marketing, it identifies problems of customers, and it helps in decision making. So, what are the benefits of analytical CRM is, first you classify the customers who can pay you good amount of money. On the basis of their classification in terms of premium collection customers, we can try to create marketing programs and loyalty programs to give discounts and offers, so that you can collect revenues from these customers, and this total collection of money with your firm can help you to take better decisions in terms of upgraded value to the organization. Now let's study customer segmentation. Segmentation for customers can help in creating marketing campaigns based on analysis of customers more likely to repurchase, profitability analysis, identification of premium customers, and personalization. What is customer segmentation? Customer segmentation is to subdivide the class of customers based on the demographics. Demographics would look into the needs of the customers based on age, education, sex, and gender, and other variables. This would be a kind of a classification to identify what the customers can repurchase, what the customers can order, and how you can personalize the needs of the customers to fulfill their demands. So, this segmentation can give a deep analysis of customers' preferences and their likes in order to crystallize the orders in a better way. Then come to the other analysis. The other analysis include the design and execution of campaigns for building cross-selling and upselling, build an analysis of customer behavior, build decision making, take effective management decisions, do financial forecasting and customer profitability analysis. So, what are the other analysis? The other analysis is where the customer is spending, how much he is spending, what are the preferences, what are the requirements, and on the basis of these parameters the management can take decisions to upgrade their products and to design strategies for the organization so as to systemize the sales and systemize the investment in the right products in a right way. Now let's study the concept of collaborative CRM. Collaborative CRMs help to integrate information from all departments to upgrade the quality of customer service. The customer needs to be transparent and managed so that all employees in the center are involved and trained. Now, what is collaborative CRM? Collaborative CRM would take data from other departments also, and this other department data would help them to find out what are their purchase preferences, what is their purchasing ability, and how much they can invest. So even the data collected from banks and from travel industries and airlines can help government to see what is the amount of tax paid by customers. So this software basically helps to classify the data on the basis of the expenditures they are making, what are the kind of the returns they are giving to the government, and what is the ability of people to spend, which is the segment which is more in demand, where is the money going. So this analysis and collaborative connection of all the sectors can help the government to disperse their funds in industries where profits can come. Now let's study the business benefits. The business benefits include the efficient productive customer interactions. Web collaboration reduces customer service cost. It integrates call centers, and the multi-channel personal customer interaction can be increased. So when you talk about the collaborative benefits, first is we basically are able to analyze how the customer interactions can be made more quality oriented, and where the web collaborations can connect the data at single point, and this integration can help to understand the preferences and the choices and the purchasing ability of the customers. The multi-channel reach to the customer can give him the comfort of choosing the product from all diverse directions. That is, if you want to buy the products, it's not only the websites, but you have agents also, you have market channels in terms of connecting to the banks also. Like if you're selling insurance, it is not only LIC, life insurance corporation, selling insurance to the people, but it is agents, it is bank, that is the banker insurance, and other financial institutions also connected with this concept of selling services to people. So the multi-channel approach can reach to the larger customers and cover larger data, because the collaboration with the banking can generally give the customers of that sector also. So most of the government channels connect and collaborate to give facilities. What is the aim of collaborative CRM? The collaborative CRM aims to integrate sales, services, marketing, builds technical support center, and creates service and features requested by customers. So, what is CRM aiming? It is to collaborate the data so as to integrate all the functions of management and try to systemize the design of the strategy in such a way that a minimum investment can give maximum reach. That is, if you have come out with a project, it should reach to the larger public, and the kind of the benefit given by each strategy has to be designed and sustained in a way which is valuable to the customer and which gives upgraded services. That is, if the customers are traveling through the airlines, the data of the airlines can also give support to the accommodation sector. Most of the hotel airlines also collaborate with many of the airlines, and the hospitality industry can also have the option of increasing their marketing and sales through the collaboration with the travel industry. Now let's study the aims. The collaborative CRM facilitates interaction and it supports coordination of employee teams and channels. Now when you get the data from different departments and different segments, the sales team basically try to study this data and try to forecast what is the behavior of the customer in the next 6 months, or what is the behavior of the customer in next 7 months. And if the customers are purchasing certain things, the complementary demands for the other products will increase. So according to the purchase and the investment decisions of the customers, most of the companies try to diversify their funds and try to diversify the products so that they can reach to the customers. Collaborative CRM integrates people, processes and data. So what is important? Data is important. What is important is the process of the business, and this integration is done by intelligent people who can understand the concept of what data can do to the life. Now here collaborative CRM works as big data is working. What is big data is, suppose a kind of a medical emergency like a fever, dengue has emerged in a certain area. So this search, the most search word in the Google directory, would convey to the health authorities that this area is under severe problem, and they can manage this problem by spraying the kind of medicines related to the insects so that people can get the comfort. So strategies can be designed to solve the problems where actually the problems exist. So this would minimize the amount of money invested, and this will also control the problem not to be spurred to the other areas. So when we try to collaborate the processes in terms where the problems coordinate with the health centers, obviously the identification of the problem will lead to a strategy which is sustainable, which is curative, and which is controlling the environment so that further problems or further disaster is not there in the system, and there the cost can be saved. Now let's study the summary of this lecture. In this lecture we have studied the types of CRM. The types of CRM basically are operational, analytical and collaborative. The operational CRM basically relate to the call center and the operations to design systems where customer complaints can be handled. The analytical CRM basically helps to track the preferences of the customers, and the collaborative CRM basically helps to integrate the departments and the sectors to design processes where you can understand and anticipate the future demand of the customers. I hope the students must have understood the various types of CRM and the impact which they put on the customer satisfaction. The trends and the issues related with this industry need to be analyzed in a systematic way to coordinate all the complaints in the market. Thank you, students.